How much crypto do you have, if you were to say?
I don't have more than a couple of $1 million. I don't have much crypto.
Wow.
Welcome back to the show. It's been a while. I hope everyone is doing well. Today it's a big honor. We have a very big guest. We have the one and only Mr. Rizwan Sajan.
Woo!
Thanks.
Rizwan Sajan is a celebrated entrepreneur from India, currently living in Dubai. Apart from being an entrepreneur, he's a real estate developer. Rizwan is the founder and chairman of the Noob Home, UAE's largest diversified conglomerate with interest in developing elements, resources, and construction. Mr. Rizwan Sajan was born in a middle-class family in Mumbai, and since then has moved up in the world. And we want to today talk about his journey and ask him some quick-fire questions.
So, how did you start, by the way? Just like a quick little, how did you get into the business?
Well, my father expired at the age of 16, and I had no other option but to take care of the responsibility of my family. So then I wrote to my uncle in Kuwait, and then he gave me a job in Kuwait. I went to Kuwait. I was working there for 9 years, and I started with a salary of only 1,500 dirhams over there. In Kuwait, it was 150 dinars. But I was a good salesperson, I would say. And from that sales, which I could do, I was from 1,500, my salary became 15,000 dirhams. Now, I was only 25 at that age.
Wow.
That money was too much for me, 15,000 dirhams. And everything was going good for me. I bought a house in Bandra, which is next to Shah Rukh Khan's house. And also had the best of my life. I had my sister got married. I got myself got married. Everything perfect, what a middle class family would want it. But something else was destined for me. Saddam Hussein comes into Kuwait and he conquers or he invades Kuwait, and we had to run away from there. And then from there I came to Dubai and started my own business.
Very nice.
Very good, very good. How old were you when you made your first million dirhams?
I think I was 28.
28 years old?
My first million.
I mean, I can say I beat you there.
Yeah, of course. The way you're going more, the way you are
I don't
trying,
think I'll get to that level.
you'll be much faster than me, I think.
That far, I don't think so.
But you know, it's funny because a lot of people are like 21, 22 and they're stressing because they don't have it. And you're 28, you made your first million, and look at you now. So people are stressing too much at the young age, to be honest.
Absolutely. It's a question of, I think I'm a God-gifted person and I normally don't stress. Today also, Kavya knows the way I work. 100 people wanting to see me at the same time. But I try to keep my calm down, and it all depends on the nature, I would say.
And one thing I love about the way you structure your businesses, you go on making everything affordable, you know?
Yeah.
You're not into the business of trying to overcharge people. You're trying to make it as affordable as possible for everything.
Absolutely. Our funda or the motto is affordable luxury. That means offer customer what is required and offer him more than the value, and try not charge him more so that he keeps coming back to you again and again.
Yeah.
You're very active on social media. Is this something that you feel helps your business?
I think today's world, one has to be active on social media. If you're not seen, you're not. It's like in our Indian language, we say "Jo dikhta hai wo bikta hai." I mean, whatever
Out of
is
sight,
seen,
out of mind.
whatever is seen can be sold. So if you're not active on social media, you're out of the market. So I always tell even my children, my son Adil and Sana and everybody, that you need to be active on social media, because that's the world today. I mean, you need to be seen everywhere.
That's really true. How's the real estate market in terms of ROI?
I think the real estate market today in Dubai is completely changed, especially after COVID. You can see a big transformation in the real estate market. When I say big transformation, yes, before COVID also we were doing very well. But after COVID, the confidence of the people which has happened in Dubai is unbelievable. I mean, you know that how many people have come to Dubai bringing all their money from across the world and want to do business in Dubai. And people are buying houses for more 100 million dirhams and 200 million dirhams like cakewalk like this. Today also I heard in the newspaper somebody's bought a house for 200 million dirhams. Wow. So the real estate market has completely changed, and the way the Dubai government has taken care of the COVID, taken care of the people over here, the way transformation has happened over here in terms of the way confidence of people, the real estate market is really very good, I would say.
And the ROI, as a percentage-wise?
See, there are two types of properties. One is the properties, the high-end properties, where you can't look at the ROIs because in there you are planning to stay over there. But in apartments like we are selling the affordable luxury, you can easily get 6 to 7% ROI without any problem. which is very good according to the international market. Like, for example, if I look at the property in London, I don't even get 1.5%. In Hong Kong, I don't even get 2%. In Mumbai, I don't get more than 2%. So when you say 6 to 7%, it's an excellent ROI.
All right. And what do you think about, let's say, the stock market and investing in the stock market? I know people there, they try to aim for, some people try to aim for around 15 to 20%. Do you invest in stock market yourself?
Of course, I invest. But you see, as an investor, what is important is you should have your mixed portfolio. You should keep some of your money in the stocks. You should keep some of your money in the cryptos, and you should keep majority of your money in the properties, because property can never go wrong. Stocks can go down. As you see, crypto today, while we are talking, is zoomed down. People who have invested have lost a lot of money. Yeah, of course I have crypto, but not big value. So I believe in properties, and I always invest more and more money in property, because property can never put you down.
But how much crypto do you have, if you were to say?
I don't have more than a couple of $1 million. I don't have much crypto.
Wow.
I do crypto.
We're in the wrong business.
Yeah.
Let's quit YouTube and join real estate.
I don't play more on crypto, because I feel it's a very volatile. I don't understand that business. But yes, to understand what is happening around the world, I invest that money.
But you have is it mainly Bitcoin, Ethereum, or you're into these other coins too?
I have in Bitcoin, Ethereum, other coins also. But again, if you ask me more questions on crypto, I will not be able to answer, because my son is managing that. He's managing my account, so you better ask him. What are the different coins he has? He keeps a track of it, and he invests. And right now he's lost money because of what he has invested. But I'm sure he said that, don't worry, this will rebound.
I hope he didn't buy Luna.
You know about it?
No comment.
He did.
All in.
Everything. All Luna.
One more question. So this is just what's the biggest point in your life? Because I know companies struggle sometimes. Was there a moment that you really wanted something and it happened? Like maybe someone invested with you guys, that you needed the money.
Like a turning point.
Was there any turning point in the business? Because obviously it's not easy to build what you built.
I think we had a lot of ups and downs, to be honest, from the time I born. Like I said, I was doing very well, and my father expired, so it was down. Again, I went to Kuwait, it was up. Saddam Hussein came, it was down. I went again to Dubai, we made it up. Again, we had the Lehman Brothers crisis, we were down again.
Yeah.
We again pulled back, again came up. Then we had the COVID crisis, we were again down, again up. Most important is, what is important is people go up and down. But when you go down, it's important to keep yourself peace, calm, and keep your fundamentals very strong, so you're able to come up very fast.
Very nice. Very nice.
And just for people I don't know if we can ask these questions, we can easily skip them, but what's the company turnover a year?
We are talking about $1.3 to $1.4 billion.
$1.4 billion a year.
Wow. And what's what would you say is gross expenses per month?
Say again?
Gross expenses per month.
Like grocery expenses?
No, gross expenses.
I hope the groceries are not too much.
What is that? What expenses?
Like gross expenses.
Your expenses.
That's very difficult to answer that question. I'm making good money, touch wood, alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. Are you a billionaire yet?
No.
Because these things have a lot of expenses with these businesses.
Yeah. Do you think another housing market crash will happen?
I don't think so. If you ask me as a Danube, or if you ask me as a Rizwan Sajan personally, in Dubai, I don't think there's going to be any crash happening for a few years, unless and until some political crisis or some war or some COVID crisis like this. I don't think, because the way today Dubai is positioned, no other country is positioned in the world.
Yeah.
People across the world want to come and put their money in Dubai. People from Bombay people from India wants to come put in money. People from Lebanon wants to come and put the money over here.
Yeah.
People from Pakistan wants to come and put the money. I was talking to some people from Saudi Arabia. They want to park their money over here.
Yeah.
So everywhere there is some or the other problem, and people wants to park their money here in Dubai. So I don't see we are expecting any crash, but I can see a big rise in the prices. Like, I personally believe that the way Dubai is growing today, what property prices you can buy, you will never be able to buy in the next 6 months or 1 year down the line.
Yeah.
Because it's changing day by the day. I can see it. I can feel it. I mean, I have launched it. I have launched a project in October, and I have launched a project before 2 months. And when I'm launching a new project, I can see the investors' confidence is going day by day. And when it is happening, automatically all the price goes up.
Yeah. At what age did you start taking care of your family financially all over?
I think at the age of 16, I told you my father expired and I had no other option but to go and manage my family, take care of that. And that was very, very young age. So I would say I had nothing when my father died. At that particular first month, we didn't have a ration also to fill in.
Oh my God.
But such would God.
And what age did you get married?
I got married at the age of 25.
Okay, and do you feel like having a wife, ultimately, would you say it's like, to put it bluntly, like, is it like a bit distracting or does it help in the journey towards
Depends
success?
on what sort of a wife you have. If you have a good wife who doesn't nag you, doesn't bother you, then it's a blessing for you because then that she is always there to protect you, to ensure you.
Yeah.
Because when you start your own business, you really need to work for...
You have no time.
No time. I mean, today you need to work for 14, 15 hours. I used to start my day at 7 o'clock when dropping Adil to the office, to the school, and then come back home by 9:30, 10, 11, 12 sometimes. But touch wood, they all understand that you are in the business and you need to give that time to the work, and that's the only way you can come up. So if you have a good wife, you don't have to worry.
Yeah. And if you were to start again from today, let's say you start again from square one and you have no money, how do you think you'd go about it?
I think I'll go with the same way, with the same fundamental, the same formula, keep my basics right. I would never do anything stupid.
Would you go like all in crypto? Like just
crypto? I invested $2 million is nothing in crypto. So hardly any money I have invested in crypto compared to the money which I have invested elsewhere. So crypto, I told you, crypto is for fun. It's not for investment. It goes up. So I would rather put my money on the properties, but I will follow on my basics, I would say, 100% on my basics,
habits,
where I worked sincerely, honestly, with integrity, and built my step by step the company which I built earlier.
Very nice. Yeah. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
I think I plan every year, every second year, and in the next 5 years, I want to launch another 25 buildings for sure.
Wow.
Inshallah, God willing. And of course, expansion of Danube Home, Danube Building Materials, Danube Home, son is expanding, my son is doing, Adil is handling. Then of course the Danube Building Material, which is my basic core business, and that also is doing good. And with the property now evolving in Dubai and other places in the GCC, we have a good chance of business in the building material also. So I think the next 5 years, looks to me very good in the GCC, especially the expansion of Saudi, which is happening. A huge Saudi expansion is happening.
Yeah,
I'm sure you must have heard about it.
Yeah.
So,
I have a final question. This is something I've always wanted to know. How much does it cost to build a building? And I know, of course, you have those cheaper buildings, more expensive, but like, let's say a 15-story, 20-story building. How much does it cost for one building?
Depends on the size of the building, but if you ask for square feet, all cost comes to about 800, 700, 800 dirhams if you're talking about a good building of the size of the building.
But how much is the whole building?
The whole building depends on the size of the building more. I mean, a building can be 150 million, a building can be 500 million, a building can be 1 billion. So you tell me what is the total square feet.
What's the most expensive building you've built?
I think the bays were the most expensive in the business bay.
Okay, how much was like the whole building?
About the total project value about 500 million, and the total construction cost was about 300 million plus the marketing, plus the finance, plus the OPEX and all that. So it's costing about 400 million plus.
Wow. Okay.
Wow. And just to finish it off, you said you've made your first million when you were 28.
Mm-hmm.
Was that like a combination of many, many small deals, or during that year, did you have a very big deal that you closed, and how was that feeling when you made that first million?
At that time, there was no question of big deal. Every day it has struggled trying to make that small deal.
Break bread, yeah.
Bread. And I always tell all my salespeople, don't run after the big, run after bread and butter daily. And if you get a jackpot, you are lucky. But most of the people, what happens is they want to make the easy money.
They want that one big deal.
Jackpot. And they'll lose in that. So I would always say,
that's actually really
go
good.
slowly, make your money.
The small wins.
And if you do small win, automatically you'll get a jackpot.
Home run.
Yeah.
Inshallah.
That's what me and Ahmed always say. I tell him, if we can make like $15,000 a day, that's 450,000 a month.
Yeah.
And half like 5 million a year.
Yeah, so that's good enough. Yeah.
That's perfect.
Break it down daily.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And if you have that mindset where you only want the big ones, then you spend
then
a lot
you are
of time.
in trouble. Yeah.
You're in trouble. You're wasting time. You're not really.
Yeah, like for example, today also, if you ask me, I'm selling apartment by apartment. I don't want to sell a building. Somebody comes to me, I would rather sell my apartment and make my money, because tomorrow.
Absolutely. Yeah, this is slow growth builds character and fast builds ego.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank
Rizwan.
you.
It's been
That
a
was
big
an
pleasure.
amazing. That was probably the best interview we've done, guys. So, and they have a new project which you'll hear more about.
On Mo's channel.
So check it out. And yeah.
And yeah, guys, take care. Thank you so much for watching this video. Mr. Rizwan Sajan, thank you so much for your advice.
Thank
You're
you,
an inspiration to me and many people my age. And I hope you continue to keep giving us your advice and you keep going strong and keep being an inspiration for us. Really,
Thank you,
I appreciate
Ahmed. Thank you, Mo, for coming over here and really taking your time. I know you have a flight, but thanks to you for coming and doing this
thank you so
interview
much.
at the time when I was really wanted to do.
Amazing. Thank you so
you.
much, guys. Have a good day.